This is your collective Mercury retrograde reading. This is starts in November 25th. I know we're a little bit past it, but that's just fine because I'm sure you're already starting to see even messages into yourself. This also will go direct on December 15th. And also, you know that we always have the post shadow. So prior to this, if you weren't already feeling that there was going to be a sense of change in relationships, this could be friendships, this could be lovers, this could be even relationships with yourself. This even felt the sense of that things weren't going to always go your way and you needed to learn to adapt to it. And I feel like this has because we're going into the universal year of 9, which means a lot of transformation and change. So if you've already been wanting to, I guess, buck the system of what the creator wants for you, then you're not adapting to the change. It's just like going to a detour. You know, you're used to the same pattern. You're going down a certain highway and you see there's a detour and you're so anticipating to get to your destination that you're so mad at the detour instead of taking the detour and realizing what kind of scenery you're in or what did this detour help you avoid. Other traumas, accidents, stuff like that. So you really have to look at it for yourself as in, are you mad because you are not in control? Because a lot of you are mad about that. I've done that before in the past where I want to control the scenarios and a lot of things that I would say even when I'm moving right now, when I moved to the place, I wanted to control how it was coming. And that once I just let go of things, this is when stuff just started flowing. So first we're going to get, is what is coming up for the collective is more of a spark of ideas, but it seems to be on the same point of you have this idea and then you also fear the idea. So are you have this new idea that you can change your job, change your location, get out of this relationship, or even love yourself fully, but then your fears, whether it's in the conscious mind or subconscious mind, is telling you, what if this doesn't happen right? And what if it doesn't? What if it takes a detour that you needed to take? And then you start seeing all the things that are going to come for you. So a lot of things is you guys are refusing to see what is actually in front of you. You're only looking in the physical sense of, I would just say the physical human sense instead of in your mind's eye. And this is the part where you become sad or isolated and things are just not going the exact way. So in this collective message, I really want you to kind of look at to the point of what is the delay teaching you. And I want you to use this lesson anytime you start getting frustrated is what is it teaching you for yourself? So once you start learning the lessons, what is the collective going to see? What kind of results are we going to see? Let's see. Okay. They're going to start saying this. You're going to start seeing more of your divine masculine side. Because I always say when you're in retrograde, we're in the feminine, which is the observing part. There's not much action because we're getting to it. That now you're going to start seeing action into it. You're going to see that the time that you spent with yourself, either you're learning a skill, you're learning yourself, you're learning about the observations of situations, basically be the person outside in. Sometimes when you're too close to something in emotions, you cannot plan things properly and then you have no patience. And this is telling you this is where you're able to now fertilize something, grow something for yourself. But this is also more of a new beginning. Think of the Fool's card. When it's more of you're stepping into the unknown. You're opening that door and you're going to that. So what is it? We go back into the part where I said was you're getting creative notions and sparks to do things. This could be creating your own business. This could be learning a new skill. This could be, the fact that taking a trip for yourself or increasing another business adventure. But this is about you being too scared to make that move because of other people's fucking scenarios and stories. This is the part where you start listening to other people. When you tell someone your idea, pay attention to how people react to your idea, whether it is actually constructive, or I should say, kind of they're giving you a way of to like look at things differently instead of telling you like, oh, that is horrible. This person, because you have to really like know yourself, like know you. Because I also feel there's a lot of collective are going to be doing something new, especially in 2025, that people are going to say, I didn't think that was you. I didn't think that you would do that. Like whether you picked up a new skill, whether you did something differently, they did not think that was you. And I'm going to tell you, a lot of times it's because you gave them a perception of somebody who is not them. It's not you, I mean. So they're indulging in a person of you version and not the real version of you. You really didn't become authentic to yourself. You really didn't show up for yourself. And now I'm going to give you the magic wand, but this is your taking. This is your self-value. This is the part of it. So in this Mercury retrograde, this is about there. And there's also a lot more planets in Mercury retrograde. I wrote a blog about that. So if you didn't check on my website, the rising sun 723.com, there in the blog, I did write a lot about other planets and how they would affect you too. And I'm not meaning in a negative way, because this has to be an eye-opening way. But the cards are not stacked against you only if you want them to be stacked against you. It's the whole thing of when someone says, only bad things happen to me. You basically took that wand, cast it, and said, let's just go ahead and bring me all the bad things. Well, like why the lucky girl syndrome works for people being into Lulus, because they're only looking for the good things. They're only accepting the good things. Excuse me. It's like, why are all these good things happening to me? Why did I get this front parking? Oh my gosh, I got this free coupon. I got a discount. I did this. I did that. A lot of things will be in waves, and you have to accept the journey that you're on. You are white water rafting and you're going down this river, and it can be freaking bumpy. But if you decide to let go of the handle, you decide to take off your protective gear, that's on you. So in this moment, I want you to really take the assessment why am I always refusing to see this? It's because I keep surrounding myself with other people who refuse to see their moment. It's going to be your tower moment. It's going to be their moment. You have to learn to breathe and take the assessment. Take this time to really journal or even self-talk to yourself, going outside. If it's too cold for you, then sit inside and really just either write it out, voice text it out, keep it for yourself and see exactly what is it that I'm seeing, this spark. And then I want you to write down the spark of this new idea. And I want you to actually write down what is holding me back. Okay. And then I want you to go and take the person outside of it, like it's a friend that's brainstorming this. Is this a realistic holding you back? Or is it because you created this fucking scenario for yourself, so therefore, it will never come to you? So a lot of times people want to like learn something. They'd be like, well, I don't have money. I can't learn this skill because I don't have money. When I started a lot of online business stuff, and I've been in sales for like over 2 decades. Okay. A lot of the stuff I've learned is I would find the free courses. I would find the free courses for that. And at the point I then invested into it. I've invested probably over $10,000 worth of services to help with SEOs and stuff like that. These are skills that I decided now they were worth the value time. Sometimes you're going to have to build your confidence in the new skill. And sometimes that means you have to find the free courses. And then once you get to it, you can invest in the one that's $40. You can invest in the one that's $100. And some of them, you actually can invest in that $500 course coaching thing because you just told yourself it may not be worth it. Now, the synergy has to be there. Sometimes I get it. People are gimmicky. I get it. And you just have to make sure that you are actually in synergy with yourself, your self-value. Because there's a reason why you pick people out of desperation instead of inspiration. Yeah. You're not picking them off of like they give you that chills in your body inspiration. It's more of a desperation. And sometimes people give you the hopes and dreams with no follow through. Trust me, I've been in those courses. I've been in the free ones. I've been in the paid ones. And I've also, gone into other ones and thought like, this is misleading to people, or I could see why people are getting lost, and this is why I've created things in me to make sure, if you ever took any courses from me, is I make sure that I want to make sure things are clear, very clear, and also engaging, because people have short amount of time. And even engagements, we have a short amount of engagements. Even this thing is getting pretty long for me. But I wanted to deliver this message to really tell you, you have to believe in yourself enough to get rid of the bullshit. You have to believe in yourself that this detour is a good fucking thing. You're about to enter in the universal 9-year. Don't be the person who's left behind, that's still in the mud, that's still not doing the shit. Don't be that person, because no one is coming to come save you. There is going to be no Captain Save a Ho come around. You're going to have to save yourself, and it starts now. Much love.